quick on that graphic with the pit bulls. Flo is the one in the middle, right, with no hat, just the clean baldy.
I was looking at that and I said, which one would we be? I literally, when you started talking, I was like, he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Yeah. What up for us? Back at it again, man. You heard with Miami Flow, AO. We caught us right here for the coaching, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If y'all think you're gonna learn something on this pod, I apologize ahead of time. It's gonna be pull-out couches. It's gonna be silliness. Just for that day, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw it around for my people, man. Joe, how you doing, family? I know you're real sensitive. You don't get greeted first.
Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. You know,
yeah, no problem.
It's 9 p.m. on a Monday evening. I'm tired.
You should be sleeping. Yep.
I'm tired. Yeah. Yes. That's how.
Hey, yo, how's it going, my brother?
Hey, first of all, I gotta start off with kudos to you, my friend. I watched that 3 Body Problem on Netflix, and that was solid. Now it might not be better than Netflix brought back Ballers, so I've been kind of watching that ever since. But that was a solid
shit right there. Ballers.
Yeah, Ballers felt like a behind the scenes of everything going on in the league, bro. Like
NFL did not want that shit airing.
No, they wanted that canceled immediately. Real athletes was in there. Flo, how you doing, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How y'all doing? I'll throw y'all a little something. Y'all got to check out this new series called Sugar. That's on Apple.
Okay. I saw the trailer for that. That's the one with old boy that plays the penguin, right? The Irish dude.
Colin Farrell, I think his name.
Colin Farrell. Yeah, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, it's only been 2 episodes, but boy,
yeah, that 3 Body Problem. That 3 Body Problem's crazy. I'm gonna check out Sugar. If you want TV show recommendations,
what's
check
it
out
called?
For the Culture. We got you.
What?
3 Body Problem.
3 Body Problem.
Yeah. The title of the show doesn't have anything to do at all with the show, though.
What is the show? What's the show about?
Bro, it's like
a threesome? Is it about a menage?
No, that's not a problem. Is it? In what world?
It could be.
Yeah. If somebody walked through the door that ain't supposed to be there, yeah. Oh my bad. I thought you were all gone for the weekend. Explain the show without giving away the show.
I would say it is like Doctor Who meets the Da Vinci Code. And it's a very solid cross between the two.
Damn. So you gotta be like smart.
Yeah, bro, the trailer alone, just watch the trailer when you get, you know what I'm saying, when we get up out of here, and y'all don't leave now in the chat. After this, watch it. The trailer's bananas. I watched the trailer, I was like, what? No, nothing horror about it.
It seemed like some I don't know, sci-fi type.
I put it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm
gonna check it out.
Shogun's my shit too. Shogun
is the shit.
Shogun is the shit,
bro.
Yeah, Shogun is the shit.
Is it bad that I always want to eat ramen noodles and shit when I'm watching it though? Like I always feel like I have that ramen noodles.
Okay, all right.
Dog, I get up that show and I'm like I just want to fuck shit up. Excuse my language. I
don't do that.
I try to do all kinds of stuff.
That standard ass yellow belt kata. I was the yellow belt kata.
Your shit.
Yo, real quick, everybody did taekwondo to a yellow belt, right? That's all our childhood.
Yes, bro.
At that one karate gym next to a fucking Subway or some shit or laundry because your mom was there doing laundry.
I started taekwondo because I wanted to learn how to do the nunchucks, and then I found out that they wouldn't let you do the nunchucks for a long time. Nope. So I was like, "This shit's stupid." I was like, "We don't throw Chinese stars. We don't do the little smoke drop. There's no nunchucks. I'm out of here."
You get to break one piece of wood at the very end. That's it.
I'm good on that.
That's the yellow belt. Then you're done after that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to go back. That's Saturday after that Monday. I was like, I'm all set here, man.
Once again, we're a disaster.
Yeah, no, right away, like right off top,
right off the bat.
At some point, we'll get this together.
Yes.
All right, let's try to reel this in. All right, fellas, It's Saturday. It's spring game. Got 2 more practices before. Really, 3 practices left before it gets bananas with the portal. We'll get to the portal here in a second. What are your expectations for the spring game? 3 of us are going to be there. AO, you're in Wyoming or some shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So what are your expectations for the spring games? How do you evaluate the spring game? Because it is, quote unquote, a practice, right? They want to be careful, not get any injuries up out of there. So, Flo, we'll start with you. What are you kind of looking for to pop on the screen for you in the building?
A couple things. I would like everyone to see some of the things that I've seen. Like, I'm excited to see people's face when they see Lofton in the backfield. Like, I'm excited to see people's face when they see JoJo run routes. You know, I'm excited for people to see Colin. You know, I'm so excited for everyone to see Carpenter. Like, I mean, that's the one I'm the most excited about. But on the real, I don't know. I don't know how vanilla they're gonna make it. They're probably gonna make it very vanilla. So I don't even know if they'll put Lofton in the backfield. To be real with y'all, like I hope they do because he's a beast. But for me, it's the guys that were kicking. I mean, the guys that are gonna be looking for other places to play. That they get a lot of snaps, so they get some tape. You know, because a lot of these guys don't have tape, so that they'll have their spring game tape. So they can use it when they go to, you know, hopefully find somewhere where they can get a lot of snaps and, you know, maybe further their career. I'm looking forward to those guys because some of those guys are cool dudes, man. They just, you know, they're not going to see the field very, very much. So that's it.
I feel you. Ayo, what you thinking, brother?
I agree with Flo. It'll probably be vanilla. So what I'm looking for is the two things that you cannot teach. Discipline, or sorry, you can teach, obviously. The two things that don't always show up on the stats: discipline and speed.
Bro, you had the question all day, and you're like, you can't teach discipline?
It's okay, like 2 seconds. 2 seconds
like,
in.
Right? Just right away, bro. But you can't teach discipline. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. He corrected it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Good. No, that's the two things I want to see. It's just those two things because it's going to be bland, it's going to be vanilla, but it tells you a lot about your team, about how they approach this kind of moment. Either you're going to wreck yourself or you're going to have a spot. Easy as that. Portal is merciless nowadays. Join 3,000 people who ain't going to have a home.
Y'all saw what Autism Awareness put up earlier?
Where that? Right here?
At 9:06.
We all see you.
No, at the 9:06 p.m.
Hold on. Let's see where that's at. 9:06 now. Hang on. Trying to set up my widescreen. That's so disrespectful. Hey, listen.
Nah, because
make sure you have it.
I set it all up last night.
Set it up. Yes, set it up, man. He set up that okie doke with that one. I'm saying donate it. Shout out to the players. Donate on the show. He's like, yo, y'all make sure you have your TVs and everything set on widescreen so the heads can fit. That's so disrespectful.
Hey, look, I'm in that. I'm in that too. I'm in that too. My head is, you know, it's not the right size. Go ahead, my bad. I'll show up again.
So you can't teach discipline, Ayo.
That's correct. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Moving on.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Ayo's my guy, bro. He's like the little brother of the pod. This is just what it is.
The funny thing is, he's actually smarter than all of us. That's the worst part about this whole situation.
He's just trying to explain.
He's smarter than all of us, dog.
Son, I needed to pull up Google Translate while he was talking to me. What the fuck are you saying right now? I don't understand. Yeah, I do this, that, and the other. Like,
I'm like,
I don't understand nothing of what you said. Just stop. I'm just listening. All right, Joe, what you got?
I agree with everybody. What everybody said, man. Yeah.
You don't remember the question? That's what happened, right?
I do. It's the spring game, man. You know how I fit. It's the spring game. It's a practice, man. You know, I don't want to see injuries. Obviously, I do want to see kind of post James and Cam, you know, safeties back there. I want to see how they look in the combinations they put. I like the way Guidry does things, so I want to see how he's mixing. I know he's probably not going to show too much, but I do know when the offense starts to win, he gets tight and he starts to do some wild shit. So I want to see the combinations back there at safety, at DB, period. I'm interested in that group more than any group right now is the DBs. I want to see how they look.
So I'm with you. Co-sign everything Flo said. AO said what he said. I want to see what people look like behind Lofton. Right? We know he's a freak of nature. If they do put him in the backfield, I want to see what CJ looks like, what Chris Willie Humphrey kind of looks like, how they're doing, because they've got snaps that they wouldn't have regularly gotten had everybody been healthy. So that's the time. Like, this is like, everybody's like, oh, but we're not healthy. I was like, fam, like, these young guys getting focus that they wouldn't get. They would just be numbers in the backfield at some point. So they're getting, so that some of that development, they could be a little bit ahead of the curve, might be more ready for August and this year than people might think. So, yeah, man, like, we know it's going to be vanilla. We know it's going to be about an hour and a half, and they'll send us home happy with a good Ray post route like they did last year. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the quarterback they put out there. But, yeah, it's tape for guys, because that Monday, fam, like, you see it already. Today, people are already jumping in the portal. The graphics are out. This is going to be a crazy week. A crazy, crazy week.
Yes.
So, no injuries. Look, I don't have any ill will or any get the fuck out of here for guys on this team. The guys that have left have fought through a bunch of those portal times. So the guys that jump now, I wish them all the best. And the ones that have left before, I wish them the best. And they find somewhere they can land, you know what I'm saying, softly and continue their careers. But it's just not here, because these numbers, I don't comprehend how we're gonna get to it. We gotta get to 85. We're at 92. So this is where it gets confusing, right? Like, we're at 92, gotta get to 85. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I was trying to get I asked some people. There's the guys coming in the summer don't count yet, right?
Correct.
So we have to clear those out. So that's 10 guys coming. That's 17, not counting the portal guys that they possibly want to go after. If we're thinking, and y'all tell me the numbers you think when we go, we're thinking 5 to 7. That's 22 to 24 players that are going to be bouncing from this team. If y'all caught our show last night, it was a struggle for us to get to 12.
That's it.
That shit was terrible.
I think don't quote me on this, but I think that the guys that signed are counted to the 92. They're just not on campus. I'm like 85, 90% that they're capped, because we already started the next cycle. They're in this cycle. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
And I think when was it that we started the new official year? They're counted into this. I think we're at 92, counting those guys that are coming in the summer. So I think officially, and if someone that's watching the show that is part of the staff, whatever, let us know. But I think we're at 92 counting those guys. So we're 7 over. Plus, we're gonna have to get rid of about 4, 5, 6 guys, because we're gonna go shopping. I think the number that we're gonna have to get to is gonna be like around 12 to 13 guys that have to go. Now, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty confident that's how it is.
Okay. Yeah. It was confusing, because I asked a couple people. Some people said yes, it did. Some people said no, it didn't, because they're not on campus. So it was a little bit going there. Now, with the 12 that we're looking at possibly leaving, Joe, we're going to start with you. We're just going to bring it back around. Who are you thinking might be a surprise that drops in the graphic? Yeah, I know. You didn't want to answer the first question, so you get the first question now. Okay, this is what happens. And you already know what AO's going to say. Discipline. You know what I'm saying? So, who are you think is going to drop a graphic, and where do you think they're going to find most of the bodies to fill that 12?
A surprise.
If you don't want to say names, just for everybody, if you don't want to say names, you can say position groups, and everybody could put it out. But if you do want to say names,
it's just again, we don't have any knowledge of this shit. We don't know who's gonna go in the portal. But if we're saying a surprise, I don't know if this is a surprise, but I'm gonna say, and I hate to say it, but Chase Smith. I hate to say that shit, but because that's my guy, and I want to see him just get busy. But I think he'll probably jump in, maybe. What was the second question? How do we get there?
Where do you think? Yeah, where do you think most of those bodies are going to come from? What position group? Where do you think we have too many and we have some expendables?
O line. Definitely, I could see three or four on the O line bouncing.
All right, Ayo, what you thinking, brother? All right, so the question is, Ayo, I'll repeat it again. Wait, your surprise graphic that's gonna hurt you specifically. Like, yo, I really don't want to see this guy go. And what position group is gonna be most of the bodies bouncing up out of here?
I kind of agree with Joe on the linebacker situation. I kind of go back and forth with the running back room as well. I feel like you can drop some, bring some more in, because it's a very non-experienced room right now. You have a lot of hope, but you just don't have anything completely proven.
Yeah, I'm with you. And position group. So your position group is running back?
Yeah.
Okay. Flo? This is the chat. The chat is waiting.
I got some juicy ones. Here's the thing. The name I want to say, I don't want to say because his mom will come on Twitter and kill me. So I know it.
Yes, she will.
Know it.
She will.
No, she 100%.
Okay,
I'll get my head chopped.
We know who that is. Yeah,
so
we are.
I got none but respect for that family, so I'm not gonna say that name. But I think Jakari might go. Might go, and I think where we'll lose the most people position group is gonna be offensive line. That's my guess.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say the name either. We said it on the show last night. I don't want his mom to come after me. As I'll respect his mom.
I got none but love and respect for that family. I don't know. I don't know. I just, it's just a guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Stuff can get smoothed out real quick. You never,
Yeah, you never know.
There's been a couple players that pretty much were off the team. They had a couple meetings with Mario, and then everything worked out. So you never know.
Yeah, you got to have conversations. You got to be clear. I don't know if JB's a surprise. I mean, that's kind of been the consensus, especially. I don't want to get too like. It seems like that's kind of been the messaging that's been sent out for people that are doing interviews, right? Like that's kind of been like, oh,
there's some bullshit going on there. I can tell you that.
I don't fucking like it. I don't.
There's some bullshit going on
people
there.
Go, and they always do these side comments. You know me, I like calling people. I ain't gonna say no names. There's always that the apologist for certain for fans, or you got to be he's the king. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody in the chat know what I'm talking about. I don't have to belittle or shit on a player to say he needs to. That doesn't need to happen. I don't need to point out who the fourth guy is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. You're in the building. It seems like that's been a memo that got sent out, and I don't like it. Just keeping it a buck with you.
I'll tell you this. Yeah. It's really frustrating because you put out a message and then you're not delivering the message that you put out to the team, right? Meaning you say this is how you earn time. This is where you earn your time. So clearly if you do those two things at a certain level above another person, you should be where it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? And there's something going on there. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna, but the thing that pisses me off the most, straight up, is people that make comments like, "Well, the staff knows if the staff's the one that's doing." You're not there, bro. I'm telling you,
Facts.
The players
Facts.
know. Even if you get a chance to talk to the players off the record, they'll tell you. But. I sometimes there's moves made that are for the better of the program in the long run, and we get emotionally. I'm guilty of this, and we get emotionally attached to certain players. I don't think he's number 2. I think Reese is number 2.
Yep.
But from what I've seen, and I didn't get to go to 2 practices later on where I heard that Emory did good, but from what I've seen, Jakari was way better than Emory most of the spring. But I heard Emory the last few weeks have been last 2 practices, except for the last one, because I saw that one. I mean, he's been playing a lot better. But it's a little sketchy, and I called it on the show. I call shenanigans. Like there's some shenanigans going on, and everyone sees it. Everyone see, like it's not like like, oh, Flo, that's just your opinion. You right, but a lot of people have my opinion that are there. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and again, when they do the exit meeting, something else can happen. Like weird shit happens, because what if we're right and Jakari is the one that maybe be leaving? Let's just say we're right for the sake of the argument. But what if Reese wants to bounce too?
Facts.
No.
You already did Jakari wrong once and he stayed for your ass.
Yeah.
So no.
I don't think there's no way he stays again.
Because look, Reese looks good, bro. Like Reese can go start in a bunch of P5 schools right now. So how do unless you had that conversation with Reese on the side and been like, look, dog, are you staying 100%? Because he can get froggy too. Remember, you could transfer 650 times in a year now. It's no big deal.
It's unlimited now. Unlimited,
right. Right. So
unlimited.
I just got a little. I feel a certain type of way. First of all, because I really like Jakari. He rode for us. I have respect because he rode for us. Do I think Reese is a better quarterback than him? I do, from what I've seen. But I don't think Jakari is bad, like a trash quarterback. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like he's getting played out because of some politics.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's like kind of bothering me, is that fans say that the coaches can never be emotional. They can never do things out of emotion. Like they're machines.
Like they're not human.
I mean, they're machines. They do everything 100% for the betterment of the team, and that's not true, man. Like we've all played. Some of us have played, but we've been in programs, and they're human beings. Like sometimes they're gonna get their feelings hurt, or sometimes they're not gonna like what a certain player does, or how they move, or the way they interview, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And
but Joe, but watch this. This is what's gonna be the best, in my opinion. If it is JB, and he leaves and he goes to a team and he starts, I'm gonna watch every motherfucking game that he plays. Because if he balls out over there, all that shade comes right back here. You understand?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Shit, then.
For real. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little biased because that kid wrote for us. I mean, he really wrote for us.
I'm like, people.
We didn't get to see Jakari for real.
For real.
We saw him in a couple games.
Correct.
And that's it. Like, so.
I agree with you.
I'm always, and I'm with you. I mean, I've said it on the show. I'm a JB fan since the beginning. He outlasted and outlived the Manny recruiting him. Said, I'm sticking with the Kings no matter what. And he showed you guys his over and over. He's with the shit for real. Yep. And he's gotten shit on because he wasn't perfect right away. Like, as a true freshman, he wasn't supposed to be. Like, that's just for motherfucking Warren following football. He wasn't in an offense in high school that didn't throw the ball. Right. Like, come on. Like, that's, first of all, let's take the fact that that's who Manny was recruiting, a quarterback that didn't throw the ball. Smart guy there. And then you're mad at him because he stuck with the recruitment, developed, gotten better year over year as a skill set that no other fucking quarterback has. Nice. And you're like, yo, that guy's caca. He needs to go. What the fuck are we talking? Like, did John Noss see the LSU quarterback this year? No, I don't want a scrambling quarterback. I want a statuesque white guy. You had that last year. How the fuck did that work out?
And you know what's even worse than that, though, Ben, is the kid plays in a bowl game, right? With no right. And the only thing people want to do is point out the 3 or 4 bad throws. They don't want to point out the badass throws that he did make, right? They just want to, you see. I'm like, but what about that? What about he dropped that touchdown? And he dropped, like,
on the other side of that, they want to point out Emory at Florida State. He went into Florida State.
Don't get me started.
Emory at Florida State. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. At Clemson, we won the game. We didn't win because of Emory.
Right.
We didn't win because of him. You know
Take the emotion out of it. Look at the numbers.
We can make a long show out of this, dog, because I got some backstories. I'm just saying, like,
it's unfair to people have these judgments off half a case, bro. You have no idea. You saw him at Georgia Tech. He wanted a redshirt because he knew he wasn't ready last year, and people were like, "Oh, that's where he fucked up," because he knew he acknowledged that he wasn't ready. What a fucking selfish bastard to be like, "Yo, man, I'm not ready yet." And TVD's supposed to be your king anyway. Enjoy that shit.
Well, I don't know, bro. I just there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes on that, and I don't know. I just it is what it is. I mean, that's why they get paid the big bucks, dog, and we don't. But Reese is that dude. They did good with Reese picking him up. Like he could play.
Reese is solid. That's not the argument at all. That dude's a baller. Hey, you want to get something in here while
whatever decision is made, man, we're gonna roll with it.
Want to get something in here while we've all been yelling about JV? Wasn't even a topic. Just
is that position is the most influential spot, and if you can lose a whole team because of the bullshit you're pulling like that, it can change with the whole fucking locker room. And it's if you're gonna fuck with one position, that's not the one to fuck with. That's the one that you kind of keep everything straight down the line. Like Flo said earlier, that's the fucking room that you make sure that if you're saying this is the culture that we're establishing, that you do exactly that. Because everybody looks to the QB to say, I'm following them. Our room is going to follow their room. So if their room is fucked up, guess what other rooms will happen? You'll start becoming a domino effect in the wrong fucking direction.
Fucking beautifully said. I'm so proud of you. You really bounced back to discipline. You really bounced back. I'm so proud, son. You pulled the fucking rabbit out the hat, bro. My dog went audiobook with this shit. Like I was listening, I was like, what show am I listening to? I was like, oh shit, it's AO. That's insane. That's bananas right there. All right. Since we basically covered all the topics we had already said, I got some questions for y'all, right? Now, wide receiver 1 been a heavily debated topic. You heard chat earlier today. It got real aggressive. It got real like, what does this mean shit? It's been open. Everybody knows we're going after a top wide receiver, right? Everybody said it. We all know it. You got to get that guy. To get a wide receiver 1, somebody's gonna have to bounce because that means somebody ain't getting no snaps. I will go on the record again as to tell you who I think that will be JG3. I think he's the guy to go. I think Zay has a higher ceiling. I think we've seen what JG's gonna be. I'll say it. I stand on that one 100%. Because if you go after a wide receiver 1, which JG3 should have been, that's on him. He should have taken that mantle this spring. Didn't. Got to go after a 1. Who are the guys? Obviously, you start hearing rumors and things like that. Who are the guys that you want to hear about jumping in the portal? Who are your top 2 focuses if you want to get 2 receivers? I know Joe can't say the name, but he's going to say it anyway.
Territory McMillan. Territory. I'm on my flow shit, man. Territory McMillan.
Shit. TT.
I don't know how to say that damn name. We don't know how to say that.
TT McMillan. Yeah, TT McMillan. Yeah. No, Redding's gone, man. Redding graduated. Iron Arrow. Shout out to him. Territorial McMillan.
Territorial McMillan. Hell yeah.
That dude's a problem. All right. So who are the guys that you looked at, Flo, across that you're like, yo, if he jumps, that's the guy?
I think the sentiment has actually changed a little bit inside the building. I think if there's a guy that's that guy, that wide receiver, they'll jump on him. But I think they're really focused at running back right now.
Yeah.
Really focused at running back. Like at a big time dude too. Like, and look, when everybody's talking to everybody right now. Like just
let's keep it a buck. Like
most teams have a pretty good idea of who, kind of where they stand on a few guys. But a guy that I would like to see, his last name is Williams. He went in the portal and then went right back in. And
that's me.
That's you. Yes.
Psych.
He's because I just don't. I don't know. I think they feel really good at wide receiver, bro, in the building right now. Yeah. I'm just being real with you. I think they feel really good, but I do think if there's a couple guys that they would still get froggy on because they've been saving the money for it, putting it aside. I like the guy Joe said a lot, man. I'm not gonna front. That dude right there is box office, and he should bounce from where he is. You know, he should leave. But I think honestly though, Ben, and I'm not trying to avoid your question. I think really the running back is where you got to watch. I would watch running back.
You think? Okay, all right. We'll talk about
they're
that
going after.
the
They're going after a big. I mean, and they're gonna get a big time dude. They're gonna get a big time dude because they're gonna.
Yep.
I have a feeling that they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay and get a big time guy.
This is the chat says Amos from Miami of Ohio.
Yes, so he is actually 2 on the list, but I don't know if he'll be there because he's got a couple of visits before he gets to us. And usually in the transfer portal, if you're that good, you go to the first visit, they lock you.
That's where the bag is.
You know what I'm saying? Because they
only got 2 weeks, right? They only
right. But they're all talking right now behind the scenes, bro.
Yeah.
So that was the first name I had heard a few weeks back, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. But there's a new name that emerged in the last couple of days that is box office, and we'll see how it plays out.
God damn it! Everybody on that about to do who's in there?
Joe about to do the search.
Hey, real talk, like it's a big name. I'm not gonna front. It's a big name. I mean, it's gonna get leaked, so I'll wait until somebody leaks it, and then I'll tell y'all the backstory. I'm not gonna leak that shit. You crazy as fuck.
Yeah, no, we don't do that here.
No shit.
You think somebody bounces from the wide receiver room because
yes, I think Kirk has a chance. Even though because here's what happened: Kirk had a slow start to the spring, but then he started balling and he started flashing. I think he might feel like he's ready to get some snaps, and I don't see him getting in front of the 2 freshmen like Nykar and JoJo, and Chance isn't even on campus yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people forget about Chance.
Right, and then you got Ray sitting there. X is not going anywhere, and Horton just put the damn anchor down. You ain't he just y'all thought y'all were taking my spot. Nope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think remember Shamar Kirk was a JUCO guy. And now kind of sat out a year. So he's making some plays. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in the portal personally, because I think he can go somewhere and get a lot of snaps. I think he gives me a little Jacoby George vibes. Like he's got a nice little game to him, but I just don't know if he's gonna break that too deep. You know what I'm saying? And if he's picked, I hope he stays. Because I think he's a guy that is his best football still ahead of him, but he might feel like he needs to start getting on the field. And remember,
he's an older cat too.
People are telling lies about Chance right now, and Chance isn't even on campus. I mean, I'm hearing some shit about Chance, good stuff, and he's not even on campus, dog. So,
big receiver too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, what you thinking?
It's kind of a good problem to have for wide receivers. Like, got too many good ones that are there to compete. I mean, you guys are definitely the more experts of recruiting than I am, so I'm not going to pretend I know that side of this stuff. But I will say competition drives every fucking room, because this was our worst room, last couple of years?
Yep.
And now
2 years ago,
we're pushing people out that need to be out. You know what I mean? Like I completely agree with the Ben. Like, that would be my first instinct is George. You know, it had nothing to do with the what he's capable of.
Shit.
It was a shit that he was capable of doing on the side of it. You know, and that to me is always going to be, that's going to outweigh your shit. You know, and I feel like the only difference of what I would like to see is this is a big fucking year for Miami. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts to get around this. You have to fucking win. So, and you're any business that goes out and buys the prettiest, shiniest fucking toy can only do one other thing: buy every fucking shiny toy that comes around to go along with it. So you have to get anybody that pops at this point. I don't care if it's linebacker, safety, wide receiver, running back, every fucking one of them. You have to be in contact. You got to be pushing the buttons. You got to show everyone and their mom that you're here for real.
Yeah, this is the stamp year. This is one.
We spending.
You got to spend it now. Yeah. So everybody,
I just Ben, I'm so sorry because I'll forget. I think, and I mean this with a lot of respect, I just don't think JG is a fit to what we are now.
Right.
Meaning, like,
yes,
I think his game is good enough to be a starting wide receiver and give us a lot of production. I think he's a very good college wide receiver. I just,
100%.
if you could, all three of you tell me he 100% corrected his issues, I want him on the team. Real talk. I want him on the team. But he's had a few chances. And that's the kind of shit this year that'll break our back. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue with him. I would be surprised if he would leave, but I would totally understand it.
Yeah. The reason why I was
gonna say, you keep him and he fucks up, everybody's gonna call him Manny 2.0 because you kept the fucking problem around and you let it get fucking worse. Why did we get rid of Manny? Same fucking thing. I mean, you cannot do that to yourself. You can't say I want to extend this, extend that, extend this, and then like Flo mentioned at the very beginning, and then you can't go against your own grain. It topples everything else out.
Yeah, no, you're right. The reason why I keep saying JG is because I've seen this movie already. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been since he came here from Pace, right? He's always been nasty with the routes. He's always been, but it's always been that thing he's missing. How many times are we going to have that show? And I get tired of having the show. I'm not even in the fucking building. That's a series. You know what I'm saying? Every day you're watching them like, I mean, he just isn't. And then what does that say to the guys behind them, that the JoJos, the chances that are coming in, I don't really have to go all the way. I just have to flash here and there and be like, it'd be good. Then somebody has to be the example for the burn. And somebody has to be that person. And it's not anything personal. I think he goes somewhere else and ball the fuck out. Mm-hmm. He's solid, a very talented player. But it's just he's an expendable piece for me that doesn't need to be there. Because then you have JoJo going, Chance going. You know what I'm saying? You bring somebody in, it becomes a lot easier to move that room because they're like, yo, they really let Georgia go. They're like, oh, we got to tighten the fuck up. Like, this is what it is now. It's not, this ain't no more games because you keep him. Oh, his talent outweighs everything else. Okay, so talent outweighs work ethic. Talent outweighs leadership. Talent outweighs that. So it's just talent then? That's it? Then all those handshakes and loafer movements, it's just my talent. Nah, I mean, that can't stand anymore. All right. Man, it's just that shit gets me worked up because everybody's like, oh, you hate George. Like, no, fam, I don't. I'm just tired of seeing Georges. I've seen this fucking movie. I've seen it. Right. 20 years, I've seen it. 30 fucking years. I thought I'm sour, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Like, it's just, I get it. Oh, but fam, we all have those oh buts. You see it we had a whole JB argument. The chat, like, yo, JB's trash. There's guys that we fall in love with. That doesn't happen anymore. Everybody can transfer the fuck out as many times as they want to. Fast. The NCAA, this is the segue. Check it out. This is how I do it. NCAA is about to pass a rule, you know what I'm saying, that you could transfer as many times as you want to. So the days of you falling in love with a player, forget that shit. Because everybody's open. Like, you could literally be at the same school twice and just get a bunch of scholarships and bounce back. It's like year-to-year free agency.
Yeah.
What y'all thinking about that? Joe, we'll start with you. Literally transfer unlimited amount of time. Just no limits or requirements to your shit. And no sitting out. Straight away play.
NCAA does not give a fuck. That's they don't care. They like, fuck. We about to be a wrap anyway, probably. Like, the NCAA probably gonna be gone.
Yep.
We about to blow shit up. Fuck it. Transfers here. Do what you want, motherfuckers. Go. I want as many trips as you want. Get as much money as you need. Transfer wherever the hell you want to transfer. They don't care, man. That's insane to do that shit. That's insane, man. I don't agree with that shit at all. That's crazy to me, and it's about to get more crazy because it's already crazy. So it's about to get more crazy, man.
They saw the fire, then you were like, you know what?
Yeah,
they need like, some more fuel. Shit. I know you hear crazy shit, so this is gonna be even crazier than crazy.
What's nuts to me is, like, we were joking around earlier on here, but when we talk about back channeling, right? It's so it's full out communication right now. And it's illegal. I just understand. Yeah. It's full out. Everyone is like, there's a certain. All right, we were talking about wide receiver. There's a certain wide receiver from UNLV. And I don't know if y'all know who he is. His last name. His last name is White. Well,
yeah.
I know this. He's been contacted by over 15 to 20 teams, and they're all contender teams. And he's on their team right now. He's not in. Yeah. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Like, so when you talk about transfer, like, because you can transfer so many times, that's not even the worst part. It's the legal dominoes that start after that. Oh, since we know you can transfer, we're just gonna start hitting them up while they're on your team. I'm gonna go steal. That's like you go into the bar with your wife and you go to the bathroom and every dude comes and hits on her while you're in the bathroom and then you come back. You understand? It's the same. No, that's what it is, dog. Everybody's trying to hit on everybody's girl while they're sitting next to her. You understand? That's what's happening right now. I think it's an absolute disaster. I do think there are a lot of guardrails coming very soon. I don't know if they're going to work, but everything is going to get way, way worse before it gets better, in my opinion.
Just a crazy thing. Ayo, what you thinking, bro?
You know, I used to say this when I was younger about why I loved college football. It was because they tried harder versus NFL. They wanted it more. They played with more heart. It was more about the team. It was more about the fundamental bullshit. And ever since all of this, that's completely gone. The whole fucking argument's gone. It's the NFL. It's becoming, you just made the G League out of fucking school. These guys have no reason to go to a fucking class. And are you really going to enforce it if they don't? You just paid that kid $250,000. You really give a shit if he goes to any of these fucking classes? What a GPA is? Like, do you really give a shit? Do the teachers give a fuck? No. Like, let's just be honest. Like, we always say the most important thing about going to Miami is getting the degree. For this fucking kid, it's going to be, my whole fucking paychecks are at $1 million. Fuck do I care about the degree at this point for? I'm going to the league. So everything that we have said over the last couple of years, we wanted all this. But like fucking usual, the NCAA has gone out of their way to fuck it up even more than we even imagined they could do. Like, I mean, it's brilliant how bad the NCAA really is. Fucking brilliant. I can't wait for our 30 for 30 of this is the NCAA, and we all just sit there and say, wow, this is what they really fucking did. Like, this is what they really fucking were. When somebody kind of finally comes out and says, we did this. Here's all the receipts for where all this went. We're a $1 trillion company that no one can tell you what we really do. Yep. I mean, it's
brilliant.
Fucking brilliant.
Fucking brilliant, bro. I want that 30 for 30 because I want that business plan.
That's gonna be
exactly.
You don't got a building, you don't got an office. You just be leasing some shit randomly, and you don't have to pay taxes on none of it.
And I don't have to call anything. I don't have to write any fucking rule down. I can say, hey, Miami, you had a dinner with a booster. Your whole AD department's on a 1-year probation. Oh, North Carolina, you got caught having fake fucking curriculum for your whole basketball team. Yeah, you're fine. You're good. All right. Don't worry about it. Yep. You're good. No fucking big deal. Like, it's the second biggest scam to fucking insurance. The NCAA.
Well, the NCAA ain't gonna be around much longer, so don't worry. I give them 2 to 3 years tops, and they're gonna be gone.
Getting hammered on that day, just fucking
they're gonna be gone. But I think that the ideas were really good ideas. Like, start giving some money back to the players. Don't trap a player from not having a transfer. But the actual execution on the rollout was it couldn't have gone any worse because you can't put the lid back on now. Now it's an avalanche. It's just not stopping. And the only way they're gonna be able to do this is they're gonna have to turn everyone into employees. That's the only way, because you have to be able, whatever guardrails you put on this now, you have to be able to fight it in court, because all the agents are gonna go, F you, we want all the money we're getting. But if all the, which it seems like we're gonna go to 2 big conferences at some point soon, right?
Yeah. That's super league shit. Yeah.
Well, if they all agree to make everybody employees, right, then you have to play under those parameters if you're in that, and they're the best. And that's the only way to kind of maybe not put the lid totally back on, but get some kind of sort of rhythm to what's going on. And the truth is, bro, like, you know, like what Matthew said earlier, like the money destroyed us. Like it really destroyed us. And I always say this, and it's about to get worse because they're about to pass it in high school now here in Florida too. But if the NFL guys don't even know how to handle their money, have you guys seen the parking lot at University of Miami? Have you seen the rides that our boys are riding around in?
No. Yeah.
Like, I worked my whole life. I don't got cars like that. You understand?
Yeah.
But we want these kids to be professional and be on time. But you're giving a 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old that kind of money, and you just expect them to be responsible. Bro, some of these boys come from a background that and they see their first NIL check, they're like, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
They're like, what? You know,
falling asleep.
You know, like it's like that right now. No, but for real, like I'm not gonna name a player, but he got a lot of money, and 20 days later, he was asking for a front for his NIL so he could pay for his off-campus apartment or wherever he had, because he blew everything in less than 21 days. And so in my head, I'm like, and this was like 2 years ago. So it's got to be
a different kind of money now.
Right.
Different money now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know how they're like, oh, this is a bad idea for college kids, but Florida's like, yo, let's give it to high school kids though.
Oh my God. You know what
that's
gonna do to the coaches and the parents now? Because now the high school coaches are gonna be banking on the side, dog. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be super leagues in high school now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the junior league. It's gonna be bananas. All right, before we get up out of here in a couple minutes, we did have a commit today. Y'all already know the motto you heard. Wake us up in December. It's a long way, but Mario doesn't lose flips unless he places them somewhere else. We keep it all the way a buck. We had Luka Gilbert, 6'7", 250-pound tight end, commit to the University of Miami. What are your thoughts on it? Joey, you did watch his film before we got up on here. What'd you think?
He's a beast, man. He's a great size. He blocks stuff. He looked like a fucking offensive tackle out there, split wide, and you know he's a beast, man. They're gonna put some weight on him, and he's 6'7", motherfucker. He's 6'7", 250
6'7"
already. He hasn't played his senior year yet. He's 6'7", 250.
Bananas.
So shit. I mean, I would imagine watching his film, he does have some athleticism to him. He looks like he hasn't kind of grown into his body yet, really. You know, he looks kind of a little bit uncoordinated at times, running routes and stuff. But he's gonna grow into that body, man, and he's gonna be a problem. I know they're gonna shape him and mold him to what they want out of him. And another good get, in my opinion.
Flo, what'd you think about the pickup for Luka?
First of all, y'all better put respect on Coach Woody's name, because since he's been here, he got Lofton, and he just started off this class with another beast. And all I heard was, "Oh my God, you guys brought this guy in for Fields. You switched him out for Fields." Yeah, that's what they did. And
for a reason.
And he's not done. And he's not done.
Yeah.
And all that small, we got now our tight end room sucks because everybody was hurt last year. Nobody
nobody.
You can't, nobody. Now, if they suck this shit, throw whatever you want on him. But I actually think, in my opinion, they're the best group we have. That position group is the best group we have right now. Riley Williams can start on 85% of the Power 5 teams. Arroyo is going to the NFL. I'm just letting y'all know now. If he stays healthy, there's no stopping him. And Lofton, who is a tight end, might be the best weapon we have other than Cam, clearly, right? So all this, which is cool that we do these shows because y'all can play him back and say, damn, they were full of shit or fuck. He was right on point.
Yep.
I can tell you right now, that tight end room right now is ridiculous. And now they just added this monster to it. You know what I mean? And there's another one that's they're not playing around. Coach Woody's not joking, dog. You'll see. He's gonna get another one.
Yeah. So the word on Woody was that this is what he does. He's a monster at recruiting. And look, and I'll keep it a buck. Last year I was like, yo, why do we bring this guy in? Because not taking the context of the whole fucking room is hurt. I have no problem calling myself an eye because I don't have to prove shit to nobody. This is what we do.
Right.
So yeah, but now with the recruiting, with Lofton and the recruiting he's done, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to shut the fuck up then and just watch him cook it after a couple of years. Ale, did you know we got to recruit? Do you get internet in Wyoming?
I had no time to check the phone today, but no, I agree with Flo. Like it doesn't surprise me to hear that. I mean, the tight end room has been consistently getting guys that are just fucking. If they hit their potential, could completely change Miami's trajectory for wins. You know what I mean? Like that room is that dangerous that's fucking where we need it to be at. That's what that tight end room needs to be to win a playoff game. You have to have a great tight end room.
Yep.
So that to me is the only thing you actually have to have. So fucking love it. 6'7", 2 sport. I'm good with that.
Yeah. He's gonna be a problem.
Some student athletes making millions while some gets done as the top. They top tip their cap to their NIL, start playing. All of them as employees. They're gonna have to. That's the only way they're gonna have to do it because I don't know how the fuck else you run. You can't set rules now because every state does it different. So they have to come to what's that shit that when like teams hold out, you got to come to an agreement. I'm saying players keep going on strike now.
Big Ten and SEC are running everything now. And it's going to be two big ass. I mean, it might take a few years, but it's going to end up being two power leagues, and you have to play by their rules. That way, NCAA gets kicked out, you know. And if the agents want to say something, they can't because if you want to play in that league, these are the rules. Once if the two big boys are united, it's the only way. Because if one kind of lets it go and the other one doesn't, then this is still a mess. So nothing's passed yet, right? But the talk seems to be that it looks like they're going to turn everybody into employees because that way they can fight all the lawsuits that are coming because you can that way you're an employee now. There's no amateurs, so deuces, get out of here. And if you want to play in the SEC or the Big Ten, which I'm sure it's going to be renamed once they add all the teams.
Yep.
This is literally going to be the format.
Shout out to OG. Coach Hayes in the building. You know what I'm saying? Dropping a little comment. Appreciate you, big dog.
Brother, can't wait to see you this weekend.
He's coming.
He's coming.
Oh boy.
Coach, he's coming.
Coach, you I ain't gonna say it on the air. You already know.
You know what? Yeah. You know, like you said, the only good thing about having employees is I think it's gonna end up fucking hitting everybody too. Is if student athletes unionize. That now becomes one of the biggest fucking unions in the U.S. by number. Yeah. And by the amounts they're getting paid, they can literally help every fucking union in the U.S. If you stop and think about it, this might be one of the biggest turning points of
American history, American workforce history.
Like legit unionizing over the last 40 years because they all went down over the last couple of decades.
That's a good point.
That could fucking turn everything back around for unions. That's fucking crazy.
And another reason why, and you're 100% right. Another reason why is because this is a commodity that we see, right? A lot of unions, we don't really think of them like you don't think of teachers as unions because you kind of see one at a time. You don't think of people who work in factories as a union because you never see them unless you go like on a field trip to a factory. You need this commodity because we all love fucking football. Look, there's billions of shows on the internet that do this shit. Talking about football and college football at that. So you have that commodity where people are like, yo, you better everybody's going to be behind the college football athletes or the baseball athletes or all these players because they want to see those players play. So they'll win at everything. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. And you're 100% right. I hadn't even thought of it to that length, but you cooked on this one, bro. You know what? Well done, sir. I'm proud of you.
You showed really good discipline today.
I appreciate that. Sometimes
it's almost like you were. It's almost like you were taught that at an early age and figured out that ass wasn't the way to go. I'm proud of you.
That one took a while. Hey, man. That took a lot of them.
Look, we're about to get up out of here. Before we get out, we'd be stupid not to mention, Joey, do your spiel about Saturday. What we doing?
Saturday morning, man, 10 a.m. to noonish. You know, time is time. You know, we'll be out there chilling, chopping it up. We'll be at Canesware, man. Spring game, pre-spring game shenanigans. We'll be out there chilling, man. Flo will be out there. Coach Hayes be out there. Jazz will be out there. About the fans.
John from Cafecito and Canes.
Cafecito, John. John. He got the same face. John be like, what's up? What's
up? Hey,
I've never seen Johnson.
I've never seen John see a game with him though.
I know, son. John,
he does like this. He goes like that.
That boy flip on him. Yeah, it's funny, man. John is my guy. Yeah, man. All you know, content. A lot of content creators, man. Just people, man. Just fans. Maybe some recruits will slide through. Maybe some surprises will slide through. You never know, man. But we'll be out there chopping it up, congregating as Canes fans, man. So come through, holla at us. Let's chop it up, man. Hopefully we get a good, nice, sunny day on Saturday.
Facts. Look, man, we know not everybody's going to be able to make it out to the spring game. You know what I'm saying? So this is a moment to just hang out with some Canes fans, man, and just chop it up with us. Like Joe said, man, just have a good old time, man. 10 a.m. to 12. Then we get in Las Patas and making our way down, you know what I'm saying, to the campus, man. Appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Miami Flow, AO, you heard in the building. For the culture, man, we out. Peace.